It is my birthday. Well, it was my birthday yesterday, but I had a terrible experience that we just got done talking about where I was naked crying, got electrocuted, was covered in catnip and cat litter. And then I had to take my mother to the ER. So yesterday was my actual birthday, but we didn't have time to do anything because in the morning, my washing machine broke. And I think I'm a boss ass bitch, and I didn't want to have a man come over and do it for me. I said, I'm a big girl. I have my big girl panties on. I just turned mid-20s. I should be able to figure out a washing machine, right? So I opened the washing machine, okay? I opened my gutted washing machine, okay, team? I didn't know that when you open a washing machine, there's a lot of water that comes out. I didn't know that when you open the washing machine, water comes out. So I grabbed a bowl and I grab it and I try to put the tube, in the bowl, but it didn't fit. And so there's just water pooling all over me, everywhere. It's everywhere.
Happy day of your
birth. Both of the tubes that I unplugged from my my pump, the pump motor, the motor pump. There's 2 tubes and I unplugged both of them. Anyways, I did not turn the water off. But anyways, it wasn't like running water. It was like the machine was off. Anyways, and so water's running down my walls. And you know what's insane? What is right underneath my washing machine? You're not gonna believe this. It's my fuse box. And so as my fuse box is getting dripped on, so is my house security system. It's getting leaked on. And because the house security system is getting leaked on, as I don't know any of this is happening because I'm upstairs around with the tubes, the alarm starts going off. I'm covered in water. I'm naked. For some reason, I decided to do this naked. I'm naked. I'm covered in water. I am terrified. The alarm starts going off. Keep in mind, when I moved into this house, the people did not give me the code for the alarm system. So the alarms are just going off and I can't turn it off. They're just going off. They're going bing, 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 bing. So I'm freaking out. I'm crashing out. I'm not kidding. I'm crashing out. I don't want you guys to be mad at me, but I did pull a Kyle when I was overstimulated, crying with water all over my feet when my washing machine was broken and the alarms were going off. I pulled a Kyle and I tried to punch the alarm system to make it turn off. It did not, in fact, turn off that way. I would argue it got louder. So I punched the wall thing to try and fix it, and all I did was create a black screen. It's a black mark on the screen now, and now you can't read it because I didn't know the password. I punched the wall. I have a bruise on my hand, by the way. Let's see if I could probably show you guys the bruise on my hand. Wait, let's see if I can show you guys the bruise. I'm not kidding. I gave myself a bruise. So white. Ow. My eyes, white. Ow. Okay. Guys, I'm never showing you guys my body ever again. I'm just hitting all the numbers. I'm overstimulated. I start crying. Don't laugh at me. I'm autistic. So the alarm scared me because it says police are on their way. So I'm crying. I'm naked on my birthday, crying. I think the police are coming. And so I don't know how to turn this alarm off. I think, wait, I should turn this alarm off. So I shut the power off. I go downstairs and I go to flick the power off. So I turn it off. The alarm's still going. I'm stuck in the dark in my pantry room where there's cat litter everywhere. And it is dark, pitch black. I can't see anything. I'm like bear palming the fuse box. I feel it's wet and I'm like, what is happening? So then I go to turn it on and I get electrocuted because there's water coming down from the broken washing machine. So I'm naked, covered in cat litter. I'm crying in my basement. I get electrocuted. The alarm is still going off. Dude, it was the worst day of my life. It was the worst day of my life. And then, you know, to make it better, my mom was like, Cotton, let's go out for dinner with your cousin and his fiance. Let's just go out because my best friend, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, my best friend is actually a fiance to my cousin and I'm really a happy fan about it. So we have a nice dinner at this really nice restaurant. I have a birthday Bellini and it is like 3 ounces of alcohol. Chat, I was wasted. But it's okay. No, I wasn't. It was at the beginning of dinner. I had it and then we had some food. Then I'm okay. And then, yeah, it was 3 ounces and I was fucked up at first. But we had a nice long dinner. And by the end of it, I was okay. And this is important to the story. This is important to the story. After they dropped us off because there was a storm in the city. I didn't want to drive. My cousin dropped us off. My mom and I went back inside. I'm calling my friend after this dinner. My friends have just left about 10 minutes ago. I'm 10 minutes into the call and my mom runs downstairs. She goes, Bug, I'm in a lot of pain. I need you to take me to the hospital. She can't speak. And I don't know if you guys know this about moms, but they're fucking kick ass. They are kick ass. They are not stopped by anything. So the fact that my mom was not able to speak to me, that was a problem. But I get my mom in there, I'm driving, it's raining. We get to the ER and mom is like shaking and like shaking. She can't speak. She gets her blood taken, and then she pees in a cup and then they get it checked out. And she starts vomiting everywhere. Luckily they gave her a bag. 10 p.m. we got at the hospital in the ER and she gets rushed up to get seen right away. So at 1 a.m. they finally got a doctor in. So it was lower left abdominal pain that radiated to the back. It was not the right. And that's why I thought instantly, I was like, she's having her appendix ruptured, like it ruptured. And then she's like, no, I got that taken out. And I'm like, oh, okay. But it was her kidneys. So basically she gets morphine pumped into her and then she gets wheeled away and she gets a CAT scan or a CT scan. And I'm talking to my brother because he's freaking out. He woke up in the middle of the night. He's like, something's up. And so he texted me. He's like, Bug, what's happening? And I say, Mom's in the hospital. And my brother says, a healthy man wants like a million things, but a sick man only wants one. And I was like, fuck. That got me, dude. So then she gets morphine and she's having a great time. They had to put the bowling rails up. Do you know what I mean? Like bowling rails. The guardrails. Because my mom, like, when you're on morphine, you can like fall out of the bed. So they had to put the guardrails. And I thought it was really funny. My mom did not think it was funny, but yeah, so she doesn't fall off. Mama and then she got a CAT scan, and then the doctor comes back at 5:30 a.m. So we were there from 10 p.m. last night to 5:30 a.m. And they're like, hey, CAT scan came in. It's a kidney stone. It's really hard to be strong when your mom is the one that's like not doing well, you know? I'm the youngest kid, so I'm not used to having taken care of something, anything but myself, you know what I mean? And so when it was my mom in pain, that was tough. But we're okay, and she's okay. She got on some nice morphine, some nice codeine, and some nice Tylenol 3, so she's having a good time. Is there a way to get the donor link still? It disappeared. This is why you get a man to fix it. I'm gonna kill you. But you're right.